Hello and welcome back. Today we have a little short video. I pulled up a little clip on RFK Jr.'s Twitter page, X page. I'm sorry.
Some
This
people
is
still call it Twitter.
this is a little piece of his speech that he made the other night, where he officially withdrawed
It
from
was
the
yesterday, I think.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah, it
he
was
officially
yesterday.
withdrawed from the race and is now backing Trump. So this is a short little clip. I really like this little clip. It's only like 3 minutes long, so we're gonna watch this one and then discuss it. Before we do that, if you would, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button if you like our content. Share, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever we put out any new content. We're really trying to grow our channel. We've got a little small goal of trying to get to 500 subscribers until before the election, and we would appreciate any support that you can give us.
Yes, we really would. Thank you.
So anyway, here we go. We'll get into this one.
This is a spiritual journey for me. I reached my decision through deep prayer, through hard nosed logic, and I asked myself, what choices must I make to maximize my chances to save America's children and restore national health? I felt that if I refused this opportunity, I would not be able to look myself in the mirror, knowing that I could have saved lives of countless children and reversed this country's chronic disease epidemic. I'm 70 years old. I may have a decade to be effective. I can't imagine that President Harris would allow me or anyone to solve these dire problems. After 8 years of President Harris, any opportunity for me to fix the problem will be out of my reach forever. President Trump has
Mm.
told me that he wants this to be his legacy. I'm choosing to believe that this time he will follow through. His son, his biggest donors, his closest friends, and all support this objective. My joining the Trump campaign will be a difficult sacrifice for my wife and children, but worthwhile if there's even a small chance of saving these kids. Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country and our children is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other. That's why I launched my campaign to unify America. My dad and uncle made such an enduring mark on the character of our nation, not so much because of any particular policies that they promoted, but because they were able to inspire profound love for our country and to fortify our sense of ourselves as a national community held together by ideals. They were able to put their love into the intentions and hearts of ordinary Americans and to unify a national populist movement of Americans, blacks and whites, Hispanics, urban and rural Americans, inspired affection and love and high hopes and a culture of kindness that continue to radiate among Americans from their memory. That's the spirit on which I ran my campaign and that I intend to bring into the campaign of President Trump. Instead of vitriol and polarization, I will appeal to the values that unite us, the goals that we could achieve if only we weren't at each other's throats. The most unifying theme for all Americans is that we all love our children. If we all unite around that issue now, we can finally give them the protection, the health, and the future that they deserve. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it was. That was very good.
This is just wild to me. But really good. I don't know. I've kind of been drawn to him from the beginning. There were things that you like and agree with and align with, and there's things that you don't. But I found that I aligned with a lot of his
Yeah.
values, and I just think that it's just such a strange election year. I know we've said that, It's just strange times we're living in. Monumental, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything like this has ever happened before. And I think that for him to step down, which it's so unfair how he's been treated. I didn't realize, I mean, I knew that he wasn't getting the support that he needed, but I didn't realize that there were efforts being made to quiet him, to silence him, to shut him down, to prevent him from running. I knew that, you know, of course, that the Democratic Party, you know, they were like, no, you can't, you're not going to be our candidate. You know, we're not doing that.
Yep.
And then he was like, okay, fine. I'll run on the independent ticket. And then I didn't realize they'd been suing him. I didn't really know how bad it was. And I'm just like, wow, you know, it's just crazy. But I think this shows his true colors, you know, his true character, you know, where he's like, you know what? I want to be of use. I want to make a difference, you know. That matters more to me than me fighting until the end, I guess, you know, because it's kind of like, because we've talked about this, you know, and he's like, well, you don't need to vote for him because it's a wasted vote. You said that to me.
I've said it. Yep.
And at first, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, I'm a registered independent. I've been a Republican all my life, raised in a Republican family, very conservative, and I've just been disappointed in the Republican Party, to be honest. Not necessarily because of Trump, because I don't think he's your average Republican, just because of all the complacency within the Republican Party. It's very disappointing to me.
Yeah, it is.
So I was like, I'm done. So I've been an independent for many years now, and I lean more towards libertarian, but they've got work to do in that party. They need to make their mind up. They're having an identity crisis as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, I do align more with smaller government, more freedom, you know, liberty, freedom, smaller government, you know, that kind of a thing. But I did align with him on a lot of things, and I really was considering voting for him, like strongly considering it, you know, and it was just really hard because I'm like, gosh, you know, like I don't want my vote to be a waste. And I hate to hear that because I've been saying for years, like, I'm just tired of this Republican Democrat crap. I'm tired of this, you know, it's not about the people. It's all about, you know, right versus left and this versus that. And people get lost in it. It's not really about the people and what's best for the people. That's just my take on it. And so I was like, we need another party. We need a third party. And there are a lot of people that agree with me, but we're not there yet. And it's just so frustrating because I'm like, but this is the only way to get there. So it's just this weird conversation that doesn't seem to really be helping. And I think that things are so turbulent right now and so just hostile even, which isn't great, but it is what it is. And it's where we are. And so I guess for me, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, you know, the best case scenario would be for them to team up, you know, to join forces and because they each have something to offer that, you know, separate, they are not as helpful for us, you know, but together it's like a very powerful combination that could really be, if they could learn to work together and each use their strengths, it could be incredible for us. And so this is such a blessing, I think.
Yeah. Well, and I know you have liked him from the beginning, and it's been a struggle for you. And I did tell you that it was a wasted vote. And, you know, it is. You know, unfortunately, the way things are set up right now, it is so hard for a third party to get on the ballot. And he has had a lot of struggles to get there. Now, he did. He was able to get on a lot of ballots on the states. I think he was having issues. You know, I don't think he ever got on at New York, which was
that's kind of was the final straw because they denied him.
Yeah, well, and it's just it's a struggle, and
it's wrong.
And I think he finally had to sit back and look and think about, okay, he's very compassionate about his beliefs, and I think he is honestly truly a good person, an honest person, and I think he does want to achieve things while he can, and so he had to sit back and think, okay, if I can't win, what are my options? How can I use what I know, my knowledge, my position to do the things that I want to achieve to actually help people. And in this part of the speech, he's talking about kids, and in the full speech, he talks about some other things. But this kind of touched me because of we have children, and kids are our future. So that's the reason why I picked up this little clip. Now I do know there was talk that he reached out to Harris and Waltz to talk with them about possibly making some agreement. They wouldn't respond. The problem is the Democratic Party of today is not the same Democratic Party of him or his family.
No.
They have moved so far to the left, and it's like they're not a normal Democratic Party. They have pushed themselves into more of socialism, communism, Marxism. So it's not the same party. And so for him to, he tried, if it's true, he did try to reach out to them. They didn't, but then he went back to Trump, and then, Trump accepted, which was smart for Trump. Cause I think he pulled
I think
some.
Trump needs him.
I think so
it.
too. I think together they can be a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. So
I do.
I am glad to see this. I think this is a historical moment that will be remembered, whether Trump wins or not. I think this is one of the things that we'll look back and remember.
And just like how I don't know if anyway, just like how Kamala Harris has said more than once that they're the underdogs, which is so stupid. It's like you're the sitting vice president.
Yeah.
And the sitting president was running and pulled out of the race due to health reasons.
He was forced out.
And you were handed this candidacy.
Yep.
Handed it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to do anything.
Yep.
So you're not the underdog.
Nope.
You are privileged, and you have been handed this.
Yep.
And everyone is supporting you. The mass media or the mainstream media, they're supporting you. You haven't done one interview. You haven't done one unscripted press conference. Nothing. Everything you've done has been scripted. Everything you've done has been anyway. So I'm like, you are not an underdog, Kamala Harris.
Well, I think
they are the underdogs in my opinion. I think that the biggest underdog is RFK Jr. He's the biggest underdog, and he's a Kennedy, which is kind of crazy. Everything's upside down. But I believe that Kennedy and Trump are the underdogs in this race. And because everything's against them. The odds are against them, except the people, and then people, like Elon, I can't imagine if he had not bought Twitter, how things would be right now. It'd be crazy. So it's, if you really think about it, like it's just, it's wild what's happening. So I don't know. I think that this is going to be a really good thing. I really hope that, I know that some people are upset about it. I've been reading on X. I know some people are, not happy about it, but I hope that they come around, and I hope that I guess he's going to start campaigning with him.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
So I think that that's going to be a good thing. I thought, you need to watch the rally in Arizona where Trump, he
announced him and
brought him out and all of that. It's very good.
It was amazing. It was
emotional.
It was amazing to see the crowd's response whenever he came out. It was.
Well, they cheered for, they were chanting his name. They were cheering for him. It's like, that was not a RFK rally. It was a Trump rally. And to see the people just cheering him on and just so excited, and because we want.
It was very authentic.
It was, but it just goes to show you that, we just want someone who cares. We want someone who gives a crap. We want someone who's actually going to fight for us and going to help fight against, the deep state and the machine. And it's like, I think that RFK Jr. is a little more in tune with the deep state, with, you know, what's actually going on. And, you know, I know that there's the conspiracy theories and all of that, but I think that there's some truth to some of it. And I think that he's a little more in tune to that than Trump even is. I think that, and I think that we need that. We need someone who's aware of, you know, the dark that's out there, and just to help, you know, prevent that from getting any worse, at least, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know. We need guidance. We need someone at the helm. We need someone at the helm that's looking out for the American people. And we need someone who has a backbone, and someone who's skilled and knowledgeable about. Oh, there's Ellie. I was like, what's that noise? Hey, baby. Just our little baby here. Yeah. But anyway, I think that this is a good thing. I think that this is a blessing. I hope that it's going to be a blessing to his supporters, because I know that there are a lot of people that have been supporting him all along, and I hope that they don't feel like this is
a betrayal to them.
Yeah.
But I don't think so, and I hope not, and I hope he's able to.
I think it takes a lot of courage to do what he did. I think it takes a lot of courage. I really do.
I hope he's able to convey his message to them, and they trust him to know that, you know, this is the only way he can actually make a difference that he wants to make, and so I'm hoping that happens. So we'll see. I think we just need to keep them all, and all of us, in our prayers, to be honest. But well,
so
I guess,
yeah, we would love to hear what you think.
Yeah.
If you are happy about this, if you are concerned, if you were an RFK Jr. you know, fan, if you are a Trump fan, or if you're a Harris fan, or if you're no don't like any of them. I mean, whatever. Like it's always interesting to hear honest, you know, feedback, and, you know, if you're excited about this, if you aren't, you know, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, we would. So I guess we're going to wrap this one. If you have made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate you sticking with us.
We are new and learning, and
thank you
sorry
so much.
for boring you.
Thank you so much for watching and giving us your time.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate your support. And like I said in the beginning, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share this video with your friends that have the same common interest. And even if we don't have the common interest, share it with someone you know. And, you know, if you have some thoughts or comments, or you agree or disagree, you know, write a comment. We'll have an honest chat about it and all. So anyway, thank you again. And until the next time, we'll see y'all.
Thank you.